Welcome to spring on the stunning south coast of New South Wales, Australia. I have been watching a lot of whimsical videos showcasing the beauty of autumn in the Northern Hemisphere at the moment, as I'm sure many people have been doing also. And for a long while, the most prominent way I got to experience the fullness of the seasons was actually through a screen. Before YouTube, it was by watching movies and TV shows. Despite living in a beautiful area, I would rarely go out to the beach, on a bushwalk, or exploring hidden gems close by. Part of that was due to the fact that I used to be incredibly anxious about doing anything by myself, and I suppose another part of me felt that the lives of people behind the screen were far more interesting than my own. Before I started my YouTube channel, which I think was maybe about 7 years ago now, I actually wrote a blog for I think 2 years. And it was around that time that I started truly realizing and appreciating the beauty and the experiences around me that maybe I hadn't tapped into beforehand. I started seeing myself as a tourist in my own town and writing blog posts about the best cafes to visit locally, or outdoor activities, or the best beaches to go to no matter the circumstances. As I moved from blogging into digital storytelling via YouTube, I took my environment with me, realizing that the beaches of Jervis Bay, the quaint little coffee shops and boutiques of Huskisson, the rolling green hills and heritage buildings of Milton, and the stunning bridge with the view of Pigeon House in the background as you cross into Barrule Lake are all characters and personas in each of my videos as much as I am. I tell the story of who I am and how I grew up. The connection to and curiosity about our local area is definitely something that I want to instill in my son also, especially as an Aboriginal person, so that he can have a deeper understanding and appreciation of his culture and history. Ulladulla is Durga for safe harbour, and it feels like a full circle moment that this is the same spot that I would come down to with my nan and my cousins. We would get fish and chips and ice creams from the lolly shop that no longer exists, and swim naked in the harbour, which was probably not a very sort of hygienic thing to do, but when you're young it just seemed like a novel idea. And then here I am experiencing it with my own son, feeding stale bread to the birds. It truly feels reminiscent of spring, a new season, an awakening and rebirth of something that you felt like may have passed away but has been alive and dwelling beneath the surface for some time, biding its time, ready to emerge into something new and beautiful. used to have this lime tree on our front veranda. It was in a very sunny position, but it got a lot of wind and not a lot of rain. And since I moved it to this more sheltered spot out the back that gets a lot of rain when it does rain and is protected from the wind, but does get a lot of the sun throughout the day, it is absolutely thriving. I've got heaps of new growth and even a heap of buds coming up. So hopefully I actually get some good fruit this year. And I'm quietly optimistic, but I feel like you guys might have also been right about my hydrangea. And I love that little saying as well. The first year it sleeps, the second year it creeps, and the third year it leaps. And we are in year 3, I believe. And I've got a heap of new growth. I did get my first 1 or 2 flowers last year, so hopefully I get a couple this year as well. Today I want to dedicate some time towards ticking some things off my spring bucket list. I've actually already accomplished quite a bit. So we did a picnic, which was a backyard picnic, so there is still scope to do one out and about in our local area. I have done my spring clean and decorate. I've done some decluttering, visited a farmer's market, gone on a family bike ride, done some seasonal baking, some spring colouring, created my capsule wardrobe, and picked fresh flowers. So I probably ticked off at least half, maybe even a smidge more of those things. There is still room for some more cozy spring activities yet to come. My local newsagents is sadly going out of business, and they haven't been stocking Daphne's Diary for the last month or so, even though I've been going in and having a check every other week just to see. But I checked out a different one today and I was in luck. I managed to pick one up, and I'm pretty sure it's a summer issue, but it does look very spring. So kind of on brand at the moment. Now, I am not an influencer in the sense that I actually don't want to influence you to buy things, which I feel like that is what the term has most often become synonymous with these days. So if you love the look of Daphne's Diary and you want to get into reading it yourself, by all means, please do. But If your local newsagents doesn't stock this, I would not recommend bothering to look online, which is what I did when I couldn't find it at mine. You can get some secondhand ones on eBay. You can pick up new ones on Amazon, but they're a bit expensive. And the main avenue where you can get them delivered to Australia, if that's where you live, is this website called Unique Magazines. It's in Great British Pounds. And when you convert the currency over, it is $47 for one issue, which is just mind-blowing. Like, even now, I was mind-blown by the fact that this cost me $24. Whereas at my previous newsagents, it would only be $16. So we've got an $8 markup happening there. I need to find a way to save $8 this month or two, just so that I can make up for my shortfall. Did I need to purchase this? No. Was I just looking forward to having those cozy spring vibes and a little bit of reading material? Yes. And I have made myself a cuppa, and now I'm going to sit down and have a little bit of a peruse. Nothing better, if you ask me, while my child does not have a sleep. This is the first video of mine that you're seeing. Hello, my name is Carly and I am a wife, mother and high school English teacher. I create weekly videos over here on all things cozy. So if you are inspired by slow, frugal and seasonal living, I would love to have you subscribe and join the cozy club also.